Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at two-step sparring. So in PUMA syllabus we have 4 set combinations of two-step sparring. The first 2 we learn at 6th cup green belt, and the second 2 we learn at 5th cup, which is blue stripe. So as we start, as with any partner exercise, we need to make sure we show respect to our partners and bow. In two-step sparring, the attacker judges their distance by eye. So at this point, it's crucial that you know where you need to step, so how far away you need to be, and also how long your stances should be. Okay, for the attacker, we start in an L stance forearm guarding block for all 4 combinations, and the defender starts in parallel ready stance. Okay, so for combination number 1, the first attack here, walking stance high section punch, and the defense is walking stance rising block. Okay, this is just the same as 3-step sparring combination 2, so your distance again should be back heel to back heel if you're the same height. Okay, next kick from there, front snap kick aimed to the lower abdomen and a X-fist pressing block in walking stance. Okay, as you're kicking, make sure you're getting your knee up nice and high and aiming for the lower abdomen so that the defender doesn't have to lean too far forwards to block. The block should, if you've got the right distance, end just below the knee joint before the leg can extend. Okay, from there, as the kicker, putting a bit of sine wave in before you land in walking ready stance, with the attacker with the defender countering with a twin vertical punch. After that, both people step up to parallel ready stance. The attacker adjusts their distance, and we go again. Here. Okay, if you noticed on number 1, the defender can step either leg back. So it's completely up to them whether they step their left leg back or their right leg back, as all the techniques are completely linear. Okay, number 2. So again, same starting position. This time the first attack is a fixed stance side punch, and the defense is an L stance upward palm block. Okay, number 2, the defender has to step their right leg back. After this, a front turning kick, so still using the ball of the foot, coming all the way around to the front, being blocked by an L stance waist block with the outer forearm. And then defender lands in an L ready stance as the defender pivots on their left foot and then steps into an L stance back elbow thrust. And then unwind to your parallel ready stances. Okay. So fixed stance punch, then turning kick, and a back elbow thrust. Number 3, so from here, all the techniques are going to be linear again, so it's up to the defender whether they step their left leg or right leg back. First step, again, is going to be a middle front snap kick, blocked by an X-fist pressing block, so you should be aiming to have a distance which is exactly the same as combination number 1. So as that kicking leg lands, it should be in line with the back heel of the defender's foot. From there, kicking foot lands and the attacker steps through into a walking stance twin vertical punch. Defender stepping backwards, walking stance outer forearm wedging block. Grabbing behind the defender's neck, so you've got good control of your partner, also keeping their neck nice and safe, and performing an upward knee kick to the solar plexus. So you're pulling the attacker forward slightly to expose the solar plexus and driving the knee up. Now obviously if you know your partner has any neck or back injuries, place the hands behind the neck and then pull the hands forward, but leave your partner where they are. So you're simulating that pull forwards, but keeping your partner nice and safe. After the knee, stepping backwards, L stance forearm guard. So front kick, land in walking stance, step all the way through into your twin vertical punch. Excellent. Okay, last one, number 4. So from here, this time we need to step our right leg backwards as a defender. Okay. First technique, walking stance, flat fingertip thrust, and the defender is going to step their right leg back, walking stance, knife hand rising block. Okay, from there, the attacker is going to step through with a middle side piercing kick, the defender stepping backwards, L stance, inward palm pushing block. Okay, to be completely traditional, the fingertips should be pointing straight up. However, if you're a bit taller than your partner, or you think they're gonna kick a little bit lower, you can have your fingers pointing down to the ground. That's perfectly fine. Just don't have your fingers pointing to your partner. Okay, make sure you're using the palm to block with, not the fingertips. So fingers up or fingers down, just not forwards. After the kick has been pushed, they're going to land on a slight angle in sitting ready stance, and the defender is going to choose either leg, depending on their distance, to throw a front snap kick to the base of the spine or the coccyx, and then a twin upset punch to the kidneys, and then reset to your parallel stance. There we go. Okay, and then coming back to parallel ready stance and bow to your partner. Okay, so as with 3-step, 2-step is brilliant if you're working with a partner. However, you can go through the routines, you can remind yourself of the distances that you need to take, the stances that you need to land in, and the target areas, and practice in line work. Okay, so there's no excuse not to practice even if you don't have a partner. Cool, have fun.